All right, we'll just have a little speed push here. Let's see, here we go, for the record. I want to give my personal congratulations to Congresswoman Tauscher, and I just look for great things out of you. Congratulations. I rise to speak against this rule. This rule is blatantly unfair to the American people. It is quashed. It is. It has prevented good amendments to be introduced on this floor and to have the proper debate that we should have over something that is extremely important, as this bill is. We have just gotten this, but let me tell you what this bill is, America, Madam Speaker. This bill is going to kill millions of jobs in America. People are going to be put out of work because of this bill. Now, we hear all the time about global warming. Actually, we have had flatline temperatures globally for the last 8 years. Scientists all over this world say that the idea of human-induced global climate change is one of the greatest hoaxes perpetrated out of the scientific community. It is a hoax. There is no scientific consensus. But this is going to kill jobs. It's going to raise the cost of food. It's going to raise the cost of medicines. It's going to raise the cost of electricity and gasoline. Every good and service in this country is going to go up. And who is going to be hurt most? The poor, the people on limited income, the retirees, the elderly, the people who can least afford to have their energy taxes raised by, MIT says, over $3,100 per family. This rule must be defeated. This bill must be defeated. We need to be good stewards of our environment, but this is not it. It's a hoax. I encourage people to vote against the rule and the bill. I would like to thank the gentlelady from California, and I would like to express my recognition that this is heavy lifting. This is for the courageous and the willing who want to see a new vision. I am well aware of the hard task that our friend on the Rules Committee had, so I am voting for the rule, and I come from the energy capital of the world. We are proud to say that. We have obviously lived in the clothing of the energy of this past century and what continues in the century to come. But I realize it should be a seamless energy policy. I represent the city of Houston, hardworking Americans, and so it's important as we listen to our friends on the other side of the aisle. This is a challenging time. It is a time for heavy lifting, to be able to look at what has happened in the past. We realize that under the Bush administration, the increase in what we pay for gasoline went from $2,000 plus to $4,000 plus. We also realize that in this legislation, there is a great effort to ensure that the American people are addressed fairly. So 40% of American households will face almost no cost as a result of this bill. Let's get the facts. We know that the CBO score of the bill that had been utilized by our friends on the other side of the aisle is incorrect, because the increase on building our energy resources will wind up being $770 per family. But there are issues that we should continue to be focused on, and therefore we should look to ensure that no American who may be displaced for any reason, new technology is not in essence overlooked. There are millions of dollars for green energy job training in this bill. I am looking to offer amendments that focus on making sure that any dip in job positions will be monitored by the Labor Department, and in fact that resources be available for all Americans. But what we are trying to do here is to build a new culture and work with what we have, to build the seamless resources that we have across the country and guide the carbons out of the air and make our quality of life better, and at the same time give us a new vision for how we handle the energy needs of our nation. And so it is important that we recognize that there is a structure to capture that carbon. There is a response to those who are in essence impacted. There are credits that are going to be given. At the same time, I was concerned about the labeling of different buildings, and we are working on language that would ensure that older buildings don't have to participate in the assessment of whether your building is energy efficient. It will be for new construction. So we are making our way because in fact this is a beginning. We will be working with the Senate. We will be working with the President. We will be working on behalf of the American people. We have to get started. We have to be innovative. We have to claim the 1.7 million jobs that this bill will create. I think America wants us to do that.